Oh man, Charlie Kirk. You know, to the Charlie Kirk family. Did you see all that blood that came out of his body? It was like, whoa.
Rosie O'Donnell and the rest of the insane woke left are celebrating the cold-blooded unaliving of Charlie Kirk, as brainwashed leftists are now radicalized into believing that violence against those who think differently than you is justified, as Charlie Kirk's ending has brought out the real evil in the left as they project the disgusting vitriol that they themselves are onto the right. Let's get in.
You're a bad person. You're going to hell. Man. Fuck Charlie Kirk. The off-ramp to the high road is closed. We are not going to be made to feel bad about y'all bullshit hero that consistently spewed harmful rhetoric, that consistently put people's lives in danger with the bullshit platform that he was given by all of you racist goofies. This has nothing to do with conservative versus liberal. This has nothing to do with Democrat versus Republican. This has nothing to do with the left versus the right, because that's what y'all going to prop it up as. And the alleged suspect is an old white guy. But I bet the mainstream media won't be talking about white-on-white violence. They won't be talking about gun control. They're going to say there was an isolated incident by a lone shooter. And they're going to hold off the identity for as long as they can, and it's going to end up being a white guy. But we're not talking about these dangerous white men that just decide to get a gun and just start killing people. We're not going to be gaslit to feel bad about a terrible person. Is what happened to him sad? Abso-fucking-lutely. However, fuck that guy. I don't condone what happened to him, but guess what? God's timing is always right. Good day, goofies.
Oh man, did you guys see that? That activist in America, Charlie Kirk, he got shot. Did you see that? That guy loves gun violence and he got shot. Did you see that? Oh man, Charlie Kirk. You know, to the Charlie Kirk family. Did you see all that blood that came out of his body? It was like, whoa. To every Zionist, every Christian Zionist, may you be just like that shop, the Target. All his followers, just like the shop, the Target. I'm not saying that violence isn't the way, so don't misconstrue my words, okay? Did you see all that blood? That dude's dead. There is a fucking God.
Folks, let me know down below if you think the left has shown their real colors, because it is absolutely disgusting to see the reaction of all these people who are happy to show, their jubilation online for the ending of Charlie Kirk. But if it was turned around, they would be losing their minds. And yet that doesn't seem to be the case. It's always someone on the left who's picking up a gun. It's always someone on the left who's justifying violence. And like this guy, this monster of a human being. I mean, just listen and look at this guy. He is so happy that Charlie Kirk was taken out. He is so happy about it. And yet this is the real feeling of so many woke Democrats on the left. They are the thing they claim to hate. They call people on the right, like Charlie Kirk, Zionists and Nazis and fascists. Well, Zionists, yes, but Nazis, fascists, everything else, right? But they literally are all of those things. They project everything that they themselves are onto everyone else, justifying their own violence against them because those guys are bad. They're just insane. They're absolutely insane. At this point, you can't reason. You can't talk to people like this. They're absolutely off the deep end. And I would think anyone at this point could all agree that violence against anyone, politicians, leaders, anything, this doesn't help anything. It doesn't make anything better. If you want to actually win an argument, try sitting down and having a real debate. And that is the last thing that anyone on the left actually wants to do. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the video, and let's get back in.
And there are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
Well, breaking news, folks. Seems somebody just took a shot at one of the Fantast's favorite 5-mile-wide mouthpieces, Charles Chuckle Kirk.
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
That's good.
Wow. That's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view?
Charlie Kirk gets shot and killed today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it. And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
You know, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes. Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, to emphasize what you just emphasized, we don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea.
Charlie Kirk is a divisive figure, polarizing, lightning rod, whatever term you want to use. Why?
Well, he's one of MAGA's most prominent voices online. He hosts a near daily podcast.
He's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
Political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. We saw the shootings, the killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it.
He insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
That's it right there, pulling up. I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Yeah, folks, it's just absolutely disgusting what the left is doing. And now we have Rosie O'Donnell, who's now using Charlie Kirk's ending to claim he supported stoning gay people and was anti-women and anti-children. It's just pathetic what this woman and other wokies on the left will do. One post she shared featured a photo of Kirk claiming he was anti-alphabet, everyone, anti-planet, anti-women, and anti-children. Another post she shared referenced Stephen King's comments where the author falsely claimed Kirk supported stoning gays to death. I mean, just look at how just awful, this woman looks. Just ugh, my God. She is just bitter and old and hateful and just disgusting. So this is what she shared. Anti-woman, although he has a wife. Anti-children, although he has kids. Anti-abortion, since he has kids, he probably didn't want to end them. Anti-minorities, hey, you can have a difference of opinion. Anti-Muslim, he doesn't like terrorists. Anti-humanity and empathy. Well, the left doesn't have that for anyone, especially if they don't think like them. Anti-immigrant, no, he just likes legal ones. Anti-alphabet people, only if they're insane. Anti-planet, based on what? Like just your insane climate people? Anti-Palestine, you can have a difference. Anti-black, where? Like, it's just nonsense. Pro-genocide, these people are just insane at what they believe. Charlie Kirk was just a normal conservative. He wasn't a Nazi. He wasn't a fascist. He wasn't any of that. And these insane people are just so happy that this guy lost his life. They're just so happy. And yet if the shoe was on the other foot, they would be screaming to high heavens for vengeance and justice and vitriol against those who did it. And now they themselves are that very evil that they are claiming the right is. It's just absolutely pathetic, folks. But thanks for watching. Let me know down below what you think about all this insane rhetoric coming out of the left after the ending of Charlie Kirk. Thanks again. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.